Hello everyone, Callum here, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are finally doing my reaction to parts 3 and 4 of Destiny of the Daleks. And in the last part, we reacted to both parts 1 and 2 of Destiny of the Daleks, and so far it's been pretty okay. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be so far, but obviously there's 2 more parts to go, so I am hoping it isn't too bad. I hope it doesn't get too crazy in this episode. Also, if you've noticed, brand new microphone, brand new. It's all nice and delicate and very soothing. You could not see because you can't see audio. I guess you can if you look on a monitor, but you get what I'm saying. Brand new microphone, high quality stuff. I only bring you the highest of quality content. High quality. So last time we watched part 2, and so far we've learned that we're on Skaro. The Daleks have been digging a drill, looking for Davros. We believe that's what they are actually looking for. And Davros is now awake after the Doctor discovered him. So this is basically a sequel to Genesis of the Daleks, which I have actually already seen. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting if this actually goes downhill from now, because these last 2 episodes have been the setup for this. This is the main antagonist of the story, the Daleks / Davros. So it's going to be interesting what they actually do with Davros. If that's the reason why this story is terrible, then yeah, I will understand why people do not like it. But I am unique, as I say, so maybe, just maybe, it's actually not that bad. But let's go and see.
The long darkness has ended. An eternity of waiting is over. The resurrection has come, as I always knew it would.
You might want to clear all of this
Where
spot.
are my Daleks? Doctor. Davros lives.
Yes, well, I can see your long rest hasn't done anything to cure your megalomania. Have a jelly, baby.
Where are you taking me?
Oh boy. Well, they're on the way now that they've discovered that. I'm assuming they discovered Davros is activated. So where's the Doctor taking them? We're taking Davros.
Full alert! Emergency! Emergency! Emergency!
Oh, they're still alive.
Emergency!
How are you still alive? Oh, be careful, mate. Yes, you're gonna get killed instantly, and your character is kind of useless.
We're too exposed here. Come on, get him. Let's get undercover.
I'm really surprised Davros isn't yelling
Get that door
more.
Create some sort of barrier. Let's just say I might tamper with it.
Destiny, Doctor.
What?
Invincible necessity.
Oh, that, yeah.
Power. My power. My invincibility. My supreme plan to control the universe.
Yes, I've heard all that before. Now do be a good chap, eh? Stay quiet. I've got to concentrate.
This data will be processed. Strategy will be determined shortly.
Where the hell is Davros?
No. We had that conversation last time we met. I'm more interested in your survival. I saw you destroyed. The Daleks blasted you at point-blank range.
Ha! There was damage to my primary life support system. The secondary and backup circuits switch in immediately. Until the Daleks' universal supremacy is accomplished, I cannot allow myself the luxury of death.
Oh, poor Davros.
However, it is a luxury I shall do.
Tell them what I've got here.
He is holding a primed explosive device.
And one false move and it goes right down inside his chair. I'll turn Davros and his life support system into scrap metal. Now, back off!
Now, spack off. It's not what I was expecting. I was maybe expecting a bit too much from the story, but it's a sequel to Genesis of the Daleks, so I should expect a lot from Terry Nation. Yeah, every That guy did not give a single shit. Oh my fucking god. Do you want to put some effort in, guys?
Agree to his terms. He will do what he says. His logic is impaired by irrational sentiment. Agree. I, Davros, command it.
What the hell are these actors? They're like, oh yeah, we survived. Oh, that's so good of us. Oh, we have to take these bodies now. Shame they died, but hey, we get to live. Look, they're smiling. They're smiling as they take the dead body.
Remove the explosive.
Remove the explosive. Well, there goes those two Daleks. He just bumped into the wall. Oh my god, this story slowly. Oh my god, look how excited he is. I don't like these people. I just don't think they fit well with the story. They're just a bit naff, and they just feel like they don't feel right with the story. They just seem to be like this thing that are just interrupting the Dalek side of the story.
I think you just told me what the Daleks want with Davros.
God, his face. He looks so crazy.
I do seem to be in demand today. Come on, Tyson. For me.
What the hell was that?
Just as I thought. Just another race of robots, no better than
They're robots. Okay. Why would you design your robots like that with hair? Oh. That's not good.
Tyson, get back out of sight.
If you remove it, the whole planet would go up, I think. I think that's what they just said. Oh, wow. Okay. That was kind of a limp ending. That was... I get the danger, but that was a very limp ending. Okay, so that was part 3, and that was a bit of a mess. That was a really messy part. There were so many dodgy things that happened, the whole thing. Davros not... I don't understand what Davros' plan was. He just didn't... If I was Davros, I would yell at the top of my lungs and just call for Daleks as soon as you can. It's just very odd. And it was... Most of it at the beginning was fine, and then as soon as the prisoners came into it, the story went downhill. The part went downhill, sorry, very fast, because the acting was terrible. It was really, really bad. They were all just like, oh, look, we get to live now. Oh, let's take these dead bodies here. And it's just like, it just took me out right at the story. And then you had the robots, which we apparently are. They're robots, apparently, and they were terrible as well. That one was just going like... It's like, you cannot act to save your life. Clearly, these people. So they haven't got many good actors in it. And I don't know why they're robots. So apparently they're trying to capture the Doctor as well. For some reason. I guess we'll find that out in the next part. And now they've got Romana trapped in a thing that will kill her. That will just explode within the container she's in. And she'll die. So yeah, that part was very iffy. We didn't really learn anything. We don't know why they have Davros, I guess, to learn. I don't know. I guess that little squid thing. I don't know. That was a weird part. I didn't really like it at all. It wasn't. It was just meh, wasn't it? It was just meh. That's all I could really say about it. I guess now we go to the next part. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not good. The first 2 parts were just fine. Like, I was riding with it. I wanted to learn more and more as it went on. But I still don't know why they're getting Davros. So how are you actually going to get it out? The Sonic? Oh. No, that was easy. So not all of you knew... Not all of you knew what the thing was doing and you thought it was a malfunction? And she was like, no, we just wanted to draw him in. Okay. God, I just don't care about these people.
Robots, of course.
Welcome back,
Okay.
One race of robots fighting another. She gonna be all right?
She'll recover.
Correct.
Oh my.
Dalek superiority will ultimately triumph.
So these robots trying to kill these other robots.
You will reprogram our battle computers for us. The
Okay.
will be exterminated.
They just need to help reprogram some stuff to help win the war against these people.
But suppose we were two computers controlling two great battle fleets, eh? Each one working perfectly logically to outmaneuver the other. Huh? Well, you're robots, you try it.
We are perfectly...
Try it! Ha! See? You're caught in an impasse of logic. You've discovered the recipe for everlasting peace. Congratulations, I'm terribly pleased.
Our objective is victory, Doctor. The destruction of the Dalek fleet.
You play with me, huh? Come on.
Paper.
Scissors cuts paper.
When we're safely...
So this is just they need people to reprogram some stuff and then all will be better.
With your skills, the impasse will be broken.
That's kind of a weak reveal. It's just like, oh, we just need you to reprogram some stuff. I thought it would be more centered around Davros, not just a... And they just want to conquer the galaxy as well, so they really are just shit Daleks. I mean, like I said, they're shit Daleks because you could just... Let's remove your battery pack. God, you lot are just boring, aren't you? You're so boring. They're just a shit... I get that's the point, but... They're just a shit Dalek. Ha! What are you doing? Oh my fucking god, what is this?
Well done, Lan.
Oh my god, this...
No opposition.
Why does this look so dumb? So stick some of that on some Daleks. Man, they really just brought Davros back for the sake of it, didn't they? I can't get you. Oh my fucking god, this is so dumb. Jesus Christ, that's a tight fit. I will return.
The prisoners set me free.
The Movellan ship will never lift off. Soon, my Daleks, carrying more than half a megaton of explosives, will press against the hull, and I will simply activate this control to detonate.
All import. Even if he got away, he can't do much on his own.
The Nova device. We'll try to detonate.
Oh no, what are we gonna do to stop them? I hope this character gets killed. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't like him. Oh. Dead. What the fuck? Wow. Why are you injured? I don't know. I guess you might have got injured and escaped. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that was a strong kick. What the hell?
Behind you.
Well, that was easy.
Visual to your right. To your right.
To your right. He's behind you.
To your right. This way.
My hat.
Well, thank God your hat wasn't destroyed. Yay, we stopped them.
You really have solved their problems and won the war for them.
Of course I could. It was obvious.
Was it?
Yes, both sides were fighting with computers, perfectly logically. Each computer could predict the move of the other and counter it. Result, stalemate.
So that was Destiny of the Daleks, and those last two parts really damaged that story. It is really not what I thought it was going to be, and what it actually was very disappointing. They just brought Davros back to be like, we need you to just nudge us in the right direction, and then the robots had them do the same with the Doctor. So it's not that interesting, you know. Well, the best part of the episode was probably the Doctor. He was entertaining, witty, like Tom Baker normally is. So that's not something new, though. He's definitely better in Genesis of the Daleks than he is in this. So, and also as a sequel to Genesis of the Daleks, this was very disappointing because it's not because I think it should be exactly like it, but it doesn't fit at all with it. It's so different and it's so weird, it's so wacky in a bad way. It doesn't fit well, and it's so Davros is wasted and he doesn't fit with the vibe of the episode. The Daleks kind of become background after episode 2. A little bit of episode 3 they're there, but then they're just not that important in the end, which kind of bugs me because it's a Dalek story. I want them to be the main focus, and they should be the main focus. The robots, the robots were just shit Daleks. That's really all they were. I mean, I prefer their appearance in the pilot than I do here. It's like they were just shit, easily beatable, and just poorly designed as well in terms of costume. Acting was all over the place. It was really bad for most of it, and I just didn't like it at all. Don't think they would fit well with the story. I think they really distract from the Dalek side of the story, which should be the main focus, because Daleks are way more interesting as villains / characters. So them being distracted by these other robots who are practically just shit Daleks is annoying, because it detracts from what actually should be the main focus. Romana I enjoyed more in the first 2 parts, because I feel like we got a lot more of her in those parts as opposed to this, where she was just sort of there. She got captured in part 3 and put a little tube thing that was going to kill her. But then in this, she was just kind of there as well. She did stop the commander, though that was still a bit odd. It felt very tacked on. I felt like that was just used to create tension, but then wasn't worth it in the end, because he could have just been there to lose there, you know. But yeah, Davros. I think I obviously talked about Davros, but again, Davros was wasted. It felt very inferior to Genesis of the Daleks. He doesn't fit well with the vibe of the story, like I said. And yeah, that's all I really got to say, apart from the prisoners, who were terrible actors. They were the worst. They were one of the worst parts about it, but they were side characters, so it's not the main focus. But all of them were poorly acted. They were, most of them anyway. Yeah, so I guess I got to give my rating. It's not a terrible story, but its setup is fine, but the payoff is poor. It's not worth it. It's finely built up in parts 1 and 2, but then parts 3 and 4 dip massively for me. So it's not an overall good story. It's actually kind of just meh. So I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 10, because I feel like that for a Dalek story, it's very disappointing. For a Davros story, it's very disappointing, because all the stuff that distracts from the important stuff that should be Davros and the Daleks, and the reveal of why they needed him was very weak as well. That was actually another thing. That reveal was very, very weak as well. It was just so simple and not complicated and not interesting at all. It was just they just needed him to turn the tide in their fight with the robots. So yeah, 4.5. Poor story for a Dalek story, especially. Just not the setup and build up in parts 1 and 2 was fine, entertaining enough, but then this took a massive dip. So yeah, that's why I have to resend that. And yeah, Destiny the Daleks is a poor Dalek story. So now we shall go and see what our next story is. So, obviously, because I actually got a brand new computer, so it's completely reset. So we, at some point, there might be a story we get. We won't obviously, if we get it from the reaction series, we won't watch it. So yeah, so we've had, I think we've had two P. Davidsons, one Troutman, one Colin, and now one Baker. I think that's all we've watched so far. Yeah, I think that's all we've had. That's all we've had so far. So I would probably like either a Hartnell. Actually, no, I actually kind of want a Pertwee. I want a Pertwee story. But yeah, we have to see what we get. All right. Without further ado, let's see what we get. And we get Frontios. A full episode starring Peter Davison as the Doctor, so another Peter Davison story. Where was that set? What season was that? So yeah, the next story we'll get is Frontios, starring Peter Davison. So it's the third Peter Davison story. I'm getting a lot of Davisons. I'm getting a lot of Fifth Doctors. So I guess after this I'll sort of get a feel for what his overall vibe of his era / run was, so I can actually properly put where I think him as a Doctor would be, I guess. But yeah, I guess that's all I got for now. And yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time for Frontios. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'll figure out what it actually means next time. But I'll see you guys then. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you then. See ya.